Mayfield reported a Bucs camp doesn't have the new deal he wants, and now sources tell ESPN that he will play out the final year of his deal and become an unrestricted free agent.
Baker's not happy with what the Buccaneers offered, like Vita Vea, but Baker right now is going to bet on himself. And usually when Baker is betting on himself, he plays with a chip on his shoulder, and that's usually when he plays some of his best football.
These are two big names to pay attention to just because I think that they're a contender in the NFC if they stay healthy.
I'm sorry, I got to bring this to air.
Okay.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
What I do now?
What Cam Pratt and our producer Nuno are saying about Jalen Hurts. If he wins an MVP, he would have multiple All-Pros, multiple Super Bowl appearances, a Super Bowl title, and a Super Bowl MVP. And they're saying that if his career ended after he won an MVP this upcoming season, he would not be a Hall of Famer.
And
I think that is an absolutely ridiculous argument to make.
So do I. And
it's ridiculous.
And the team he beat in the Super Bowl where he was the MVP was the Chiefs going for a three-peat.
That's the part of the math, too.
Well, no, that actually hurts.
How does it hurt?
Because Eli's not in the Hall of Fame.
What?
Because Eli's number one thing that Eli did is not even winning the 2 Super Bowls, it's who he beat.
Eli Manning will be in the Hall of Fame, though.
He will be in.
Yeah, it's not a matter of
with you, but
if, it's a matter of when.
So Jalen Hurts might not be first ballot, but he'll be in.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
Right.
Like, it doesn't have to be a first ballot Hall of Fame. He's getting in.
And think about the fact that he's had a different offensive coordinator every single year and still been able to have that success. His demeanor, he's a guy that is a great face of the franchise. There's nothing inflammatory about him. People will want to vote for him.
And he's been in the playoffs every single year as a full-time starter.
There you go. We just have more and more things to add to the reasons why he'll get in.
If he wins the MVP this year, like I have predicted, he's going to have another offensic coordinator next year too, by the way.
Of course.
Sean Mannion will become a head coach in the NFL immediately. Like immediately on that one. But the who you beat thing is weird now. Because I would have thought Eli would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, partially because
we were capable for him.
I know.
We were capable.
Can we bring on a behind the scenes thing? I want to bring this up.
Yeah,
I want to bring this. There's been a big behind the scenes debate on our show. So we had Eli Manning in person the day before the Hall of Fame, or is it the day of?
It was the day of.
Day of. And after the fact, when we learned he didn't get in, all of you guys said, well, there's no way, or no, excuse me, he knew. He definitely knew he wasn't in as he was talking about the possibility of getting in. And I was like, no way. He had to have, he couldn't have known. What's the right answer on that? He knew when he came on with us because they didn't do the video with the jacket thing?
So, yes.
That the NFL does, NFL films?
He knew because they filmed that, it's not like happens at that moment. So
right.
So they knew for
the David Baker knocking on the door thing?
They don't do that anymore, right? Like they have someone who is
right. They have like their mentor.
That's tied to you that shows up, that type of thing. So he already knew because you could just tell by his body language. You could tell by his answers to the questions. In terms about the Hall of Fame, and and he was very subdued.
Yes.
During that part of the interview.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think about that one a lot. Those videos are great. I saw one recently with Randy Moss and Larry Fitzgerald.
I saw that one too. It's awesome.
I don't know what Randy Moss makes me want to cry at all times. Randy Moss seems like the nicest, sweetest guy, and I like
straight cash, homie.
Straight cash. But you talk about perception versus reality. I don't know Randy Moss. Perception is not the guy that's going to make you cry out of kindness, and yet he seems like the guy that's going to make you cry out of kindness.
Well, who he was as a player is probably a lot different than who he is as a grown-ass man now.
Have you seen the videos of him fishing with other football players?
It's the greatest.
It seems so fun.
He's the great. Oh, God, I love Randy Moss so much.
Awesome.
I am such a huge Randy Moss fan.
Imagine getting to hang out with Randy Moss when you're fishing, just hearing stories from him. Very cool.
I think he's the kind of person that you have to bring a notebook to hang out with. In other words, you're going to say 10 things that are going to improve my life, and I need to hear you say them and write them down.
That is such a good call. Notebook people in your life. Because there are people that I've worked with or gotten an audience with that I wish I had a notebook or I would have been recording because they drop so much wisdom on you all the time.
There is somebody I have that with, and I told the person that I have that. They were a little weirded out by it.
Yeah, do you tell the notebook person they're a notebook person?
I did. Maybe not the best move I've ever made in my life.
And they didn't like it.
No, they didn't like it. It's like if you think I'm weird, now you think I'm weirder. If I have a notebook on you.
Oh, you actually physically have the notebook?
On the computer, yeah.
File. See, I thought we were talking hypothetical.
I don't know. If you have a notebook, Ev, that you're walking around with, I just assume that you're a snitch.
Well, he is a snitch.
And you're just writing down everything that everyone is doing that's
But we know he's a snitch.
Well, no, but this is like this.
We know
is
this.
advice.
We know this.
And we have many examples on this show of him snitching.
Okay, all right.
Look
Let's
at you
move
running
on.
around with a notebook like Harriet the Spy, just writing down all your
I have
observations and
multiple
learnings.
notebooks. Yeah, I'm a notebook.
Now I want to know what's in it.
Can you give us just one line from the notebook?
Well, I have it now in a file. Hold on, I have to get it on.
It's got it in a file on the computer.
Do you think we're in the in
we're
his
the file.
files? Evan's files?
Let's move on. You know what? I don't like what's happening here.
dossier of his teammates.
Let's move on.
You can't give us one line?
No, I'm not going to give you one line. No. My notebook is my notebook. You have a journal? If you keep a journal, you want me to read your journal?
So this is
I
a
do a
journal.
gratitude journal every day.
You have a yes, I do know that. I do know that. I have one too. It's empty though.
Grateful for nothing.
What?
Grateful for nothing?
No, I just haven't written anything in it. Okay, let's get to Baker Mayfield from yesterday because this was unreal. He has this press conference. He wants a new deal. The Bucs have not given him the deal that he wants. He gets up at the press conference and he talks about being disappointed, disrespected, and undervalued. The big three, some would say.
I wanted the deal done and set the deadline and told them it was going to be all ball after that. And I did mean that. And I don't know if they thought I was just going to take some of the offers that they gave, but I'm at the point of my career and understanding what I've brought to this franchise. One, I'm very, very thankful for the chance they gave me. Do not get me wrong on that. But I've also I really know what I've brought to this franchise, leadership-wise, and even play-wise. It's been some of the best years of my career, and I think it's only going to trend upwards, just being comfortable and feeling that. So disappointing in that regard to not have, to feel disrespected a little bit. And that's really the disappointing part, to feel undervalued after, thinking you've earned it. This is not a poor me thing. There's a lot of other people that have it way worse off, but I can sit here and look at other quarterbacks and peers and evaluate myself based on that and put myself in certain categories that I deserve to be compensated for that. And I think I'm a franchise quarterback. I've been told I'm a franchise quarterback. It's been said publicly from ownership down here. And so to not have a deal done is very disappointing. But I said the deadline was a deadline, and I addressed the team to let them know I meant that. It's all ball. I'm with these guys.
Okay. Wow. There's even more, which we are going to get to in a little bit, because you need to hear this to set up the second part of this with Jeremy Fowler, the one-on-one. Disrespected. When you're thinking about the word disrespect, there's options here. Is it the Bucs' offer towards Baker, or is it Baker's public expression of the disrespect that's more disrespectful?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, listen, if the team makes you feel some kind of way, there is that tendency to try to air out your grievances and embarrass the team because you feel embarrassed that you set a deadline and you didn't get the contract extension that you were angling for. And on top of that, you learn how the team actually feels about you. So all of the things that the coaching staff and the general manager and ownership may have expressed to you go for naught when they don't give you the level of compensation, the level